Yeah, so the last we spoke was in January, and at the time, if I remember, we had just launched the AND platform, which was Ampersand's buy-side focused platform that was enabled by 42 million households of anonymized set-top box data insights that we're using to inform the supply that we represent across the linear, addressable, and digital television worlds. And we're actually the largest supplier of television in the United States. So the ability to target via audiences across the largest supply, we thought was going to be a really compelling offering. Since that time, we've made incredible traction with both brands and advertisers, agencies, with the tool. And at the time of the announcements, we had said that later in the year, we were going to make it available directly as a self-serve platform to brands and agencies. So I'm very happy to let you know as an update that we've actually done that, and we announced that about a month ago now. So the progress on the platform is really building momentum. So we're really excited about that. Another update that we announced in May, just a couple of months after the pandemic began, was that we became the exclusive representative of Verizon Fios inventory in the addressable space. And that partnership added to our already leadership position in the addressable space, which gives Ampersand 60% of the addressable footprint in the United States. So it effectively really solidified us as the de facto leader in the addressable space in television as well. So it's been an exciting, obviously an exciting year for a lot of reasons in 2020, but from a business perspective, we're really proud that we've made the progress we've made despite what could have been an incredibly challenging year.
Nicole, let me just ask you, could you just explain the scope of the inventory that you make available? Sure. Sort of the range of it and the sources.
Of course. So Ampersand represents the inventory of every major cable company, telco company, and satellite operator in the United States. So that's inclusive of Comcast, Cox, Charter, Altice, Dish. We sell Verizon, we sell Xandr, AT&T. So a huge amount of inventory across 85 million households, about 210 DMAs. So really an incredible footprint. In addition to sort of the more traditional television space where Ampersand, previously NCC, sat, over the past couple of years, we've also, again, solidified our position as the leader in national addressable, and we represent the national addressable for Comcast, Cox, Charter, and Verizon. And in addition to that, we've aggregated in an anonymized way, so privacy compliant way, the set-top box data insights for Comcast, Cox, and Charter, which enables informed audience buying across the footprint that I just mentioned. So that's the legwork we've done over the past 2+ years since I joined Ampersand.
So Nicole, the challenges around data going beyond traditional age and gender demographics to sort of deal with this whole cross-platform opportunity, all the inventory that you have. Where does that go in terms of using audience data, how you're doing that, reaching across these platforms? And the bigger question, I guess, that we're trying to determine in this series is it time to redefine currency? What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, well, as you know, Andy, I come from very cornerstone in a digital background, and digital is transacted via impression-based and typically audience-based buying. And so when I moved into TV 2.5 years ago, it really was, kind of a foreign language to me. I do think as there is more inventory and more data, frankly, that we have access to in the television ecosystem. The television ecosystem can sort of bring the best of digital, which is, deterministic census level data insights that from an audience perspective, and leverage that in a deterministic way that is privacy compliant to better inform planning, buying / execution of, and measurement / attribution of television buying. So I absolutely believe that television will and needs to move to audience-based buying. I think most, if not everybody, believes that as well. With that, we'll have to come a difference in currency, because there's no reason to be for currency to be panel based of a few thousand when you have census level and deterministic data sets that can much better inform what a currency should look like. So I do think the television ecosystem will move to impression based simply because it can. It's just going to take time to do that, but players like us and others that are moving toward audience based will sort of help, I think, move that momentum along faster than it has been historically.